Released February 27, 2025 for a retail price of $200, where Union LA turned around and gave us shadow uppers, Chicago lowers, Union style laces, and tumble leather. Oh yeah, we had to get these. The year is 1993. Michael Jordan, just in the Chicago Bulls, just won their three-peat championship. His dad passes away. He retires from basketball. He joins the Birmingham Barons in 1994, February 7th, 1994, which happens to be my birthday. Not the 94 part, but the February 7th part. He goes ahead and retires March 10th, 1995 from baseball, due amid a strike that was happening in baseball anyway. And then he turns around, sends us that infamous fax. Yes, I said fax, with the two words that said, "I'm back." I was pointing to my. Y'all know what I was pointing at. Let's take a look at this box now. I try not to miss too many opportunities right here whenever Nike and Jordan Brand decides to give us what I like to call a nose hole. But guess what? You will never catch me slipping. But let's take a look at this box. We have a red Jumpman, then we have a bunch of graphics on the front. We have a couple of different silhouettes that they have here on this box as well. Very nice. And on the inside of the box, we have that nice little wax, kind of like tissue paper. I don't know if this is to kind of simulate kind of like that fax that got sent, but on that tissue paper, we also have some sketches. You know, sketches of like the design and the unfinished touches with the silhouette. Let's take a look at these keeks. Now, look. Maybe to the untrained eye, I remember there being like some drama behind this shoe. Number one, it wasn't the easiest to cop. I'll admit that because I had to hit the resale market. But I remember it being a little bit of drama, a little bit of salt. There's been a little bit of salt on this shoe right here because people were saying, well, you know, if you have pants on and you cover up the top collar, it looks just like lost and found. Yeah, maybe to the untrained eye. But let's take a look at this kick. Number one, starting with the toe cap here, take a look at that nice, vibrant red that we have there, which is very similar to Lost and Found, but look at the tumbledness. Look at the tumbled leather that we have all throughout this shoe. I'm talking about within the toe cap, within the toe box, within the medial and lateral side, and then if you take a look at the Nike swoosh, we have a suede swoosh. Yes, there is a difference. Going up the tongue, we have that nice nylon that has that aged look, which we're going to see an aged look throughout the bulk of this shoe. But we have that aged look. Of course, we have that zigzag stitching there, which is connecting the top to the lower. And then we have that tag, that old school, kind of like that uncut, unfinished tag right there that says Nike Air with the swoosh and the unfinished edges along the side of the tongue. As we move up to the upper side there, we see that shadow colorway there. And then there seems to... Gotta show love to the Wings logo. Hopefully you were dancing with me because you know I got a Wings logo dance. But we have that enlarged Wings logo, and right underneath that, we have that Union LA yellow tag sitting there in that black and yellow. Speaking of black and yellow, let's take a look at the laces. We have 3 sets of laces that come with this. We have the cream lace right there, the cream and black. We have that all yellow lace, and then we also have the black with that shadow colorway on there as well. Man, Union laces actually do hit different. Let me know. Comment down below if you like the Union style two-tone laces. But then taking a look at the other shoe here, you take a look and we see we have that hang tag there. Oh, I like that nice soft plastic hang tag there. We got that Jumpman and it says Union. We also have that zigzag stitching right along the back, right along the heel of the shoe. Speaking of the heel of the shoe, let's take a look at the midsole. Now, here goes another difference. So, from the Lost and Found, we have an aged midsole here on the Union ones. Welcome back. Yes, it's different than the all-white from the Lost and Founds as well. On the Lost and Founds, we have that cracked leather. Instead of cracked leather, we have tumbled leather. On the Lost and Founds, we have a leather swoosh. On this one, we have a suede swoosh. So even if you were to cover up the top, you can tell the difference between these two shoes. Maybe to the untrained eye you can't. And speaking of untrained eye, take a look at the finished edges here on this shoe. On the Union, we have like that yellow piping is what I like to call on there. We got, so it's all trimmed out there. And the piping of this shoe is actually yellow. Also, on the outsole, which might be kind of harder to see, but obviously on the Lost and Found, we have like that vintage antique looking outsole. Same outsole that they gave to us on the Air Jordan 1 Low Nigel Sylvester's Better with Time. They put that outsole on a few different type of shoes, right? The UNC ones as well. But here, we do not have that aged outsole. Once again, maybe at first sight, it can look like a Lost and Found, but there are some differences. Comment down below if you like an Air Jordan 1. Comment down below if you like the Lost and Found, and comment down below if you copped this shoe. Moving forward, take a look at the insole. The insole that we have on the left and the right pair is actually different. Once again, they went ahead and blessed us with some sketches. This looks like kind of like some drawings behind, you know, that unfinished look. You know, Union brand is known for like their storytelling, right? And they also tend to give us some pretty good quality too, especially when it comes to the Air Jordan 1. And let me also tell you, I said this before, but man, this smells amazing. I don't know, this smells a little bit different than other shoes. Wait until you get these in hand, and I'm sure a lot of you, number one, the shoe's not new. I didn't just get this shoe. I've been had it, I just never made a review on it. And since I've been dropping all of my top 10 lists, and I had this shoe featured in it, I was like, let me go ahead and just drop a small little review on it. But let me know what y'all think about this. Also, let me know what's your favorite laces that you have inside of here. But if you take a look at the insoles, you see we have more of that sketching there. And I mean, it's a decent midsole that we have there, you know, on that sock liner. We got some drawings there. And that covers this kick. Now look, unfortunately for me, I was not able to comp this kick for retail. Yes, this is one of the shoes that I had to hit the resale market for, and I will submit to you, 2025 has been a year of patience, because if you remain patient, you can pick this shoe up right now in the largest sizes. You know, this is in the largest sizes for right about $240, $250. These retailed for $200, and I've seen these as high as like $1,000 at one point. So 2025 has definitely been a year of patience. Look, if you stuck with me throughout this long of the video, do me a favor, tap that like button. Welcome all of my new subscribers. Man, the channel's kind of been moving, and you know, exponentially, and I'm grateful for it. I thank y'all for that. Thanks for tapping in. You know that it's always love in this end, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Don't go nowhere. Just enjoy another one. In the meantime, we're gonna say we out. Man, it's always love on this end, and we out. Ooh, huh. All right, it wasn't a good flip, but we can do it again, and we out. Peace.